Let's talk about guys that will potentially surprise us. We've seen that the last two bowl cycles. I'd say Jaleel Farouk was one of the biggest ones in the Alamo Bowl
Hmm.
2 years ago when we played there. Really didn't do much before that and then showed up and was kind of a guy that got you really excited heading into that 2022 season. Same thing with Gavin Sawchuk a year ago in the Cheez-It Bowl. Now I'm looking at this bowl game and thinking, okay, there's probably a couple different guys on this team that could kind of show up, surprise. And let's take Jackson Arnold out of that equation because he's the quarterback. We know he's the starter. He's going to put up stats. I don't think he counts for this category. But
Hmm.
who would you look to that you would like to see or you think we could see as potentially a surprise player in the Alamo Bowl?
I'm going to go with PJ Adebawore. Simply because this is a guy that's been through an entire football season. The play snaps has continued to rise over the course of the season, and this is going to be an opportunity for him. There's not going to be too many opt outs for Arizona next Thursday night, but probably the biggest opt out of them all is one of the tackle positions for them. Declaring for the NFL draft. That's going to be a huge thing that Oklahoma, especially the edge defenders out on the perimeter, are going to have an opportunity to really get after the quarterback and makes be a key difference maker. So give me PJ to be a guy that coming out of this game on Saturday. This is going to be one where going into the offseason, a lot of people are going to be talking about year 2 of this kid and how he's going to be able to take that next step, put on some more weight, work on his craft, develop his technique a little bit more this offseason with Miguel Chavis. So, yeah, give me PJ.
I'll give you two quick ones. How about Josiah Wagner on the defensive side of the ball? I think they're going to want to see what some of those other younger guys can do. And
Mm-hmm.
with the extended amount of practice time, I don't know if Gentry Williams will be fully healthy. We hope he is. We'd like to see a lot more of him. We know Woody Washington is likely. I don't think he's announced anything yet, but it's pretty much set in stone that he's going to go to the NFL at this
Is
point.
it?
So
Is it?
I don't know. I mean, he's been awfully quiet, so I don't really know. But I would like to think, yeah, I would like to think he's going to come back, but I don't know. So I feel
We'll
like
see.
Wagner is a guy that maybe could get some more run there. And then I don't know if this one counts so much in the same category because we've seen this guy before, but how about Javante Barnes having some extra time to get healthy,
Mm-hmm.
more opening potentially there with Marcus Major gone? I know he hasn't played much the last couple of weeks. I don't know if Tawee Walker's potentially returning, but if Walker's not committed to coming back, like why not give Barnes all of Walker's carries at that
Or
point?
Caleb Hicks.
Or Caleb Hicks. I had him on there too. So a couple different directions you go in that
Mm-hmm.
running back room.
Yeah, he's the guy that I had on the offensive side of the football, outside of Jackson Arnold and maybe a couple of the young guys on the offensive line. Caleb Hicks was the guy that I had his name circled. Didn't really get a chance to see him play hardly at all this season once you got into conference play. But again, bowl games have no bearing whatsoever on a player's eligibility, so he's not going to burn a red shirt if he plays this weekend. And when you've got kind of a makeshift offensive line that's not going to be as experienced, probably is not going to be as dominant as we've seen kind of the back half of the season. Caleb Hicks is a guy, a little bit bigger back, stronger, tough physical runner in between the tackles. So, this could be an opportunity for him to kind of showcase like Gavin Sawchuk did a year ago in the Cheez-It Bowl, where, there was so much talk about this kid coming into the season, but we never really had a chance to really see what this kid was capable of doing. Turn the page to the bowl game, and Gavin Sawchuk is the biggest storyline in the running back position going into the next season. So this could be another situation where Caleb Hicks is going to have an opportunity to do so, and we'll see how DeMarco Murray and Seth Luttrell choose to deploy him.